So the second of the DevOps three ways are the principles of feedback. So could you talk about those, Mike?
Yeah, so before I get into how this works, let me first introduce the concept of complex systems. I think in IT, in most organizations, unless you're a startup building something from scratch, most of the systems that we deal with are complex systems. And by definition, no one within the organization or in the planet Earth understand how the system works from beginning to end. And no one person understands how the various pieces of that assembly line contribute to outcomes within the system itself. And so we have to admit to ourselves that failure is always going to be happening and it's inevitable. And we need to formulate a safe system of work to deal with the system as failures happen. And to admit that when we first build a system, we really don't understand how it works in detail. You've got to keep in mind a lot of these systems are tightly coupled and cascading issues can happen throughout the system with unpredictable outcomes. And so the second principle is around building the safe system of work where you identify and detect issues within the entire technology value stream. You scrum, you fix them, you create growth, learning in that local area, and you make it a global learning opportunity for the entire organization. A lot of this principle came out of the lean manufacturing movement of the late 70s and 80s, where they actually had 4 principles where they adopted to address issues within the system and tackle that. And I've already talked about 3 of those. The last one is instantiating leadership discipline within the company to teach and create other leaders on how to take the local learnings of how to fix problems and bring it across the global organization. With that, there's a certain assumption that everybody that's in the technology value stream, everybody who works at every work center has a good understanding of the global mission of the company, and they're sharing information across the entire value stream as they learn how the system works, how to detect problems, how to solve problems, and how to prevent them from happening in the future. And each person within that technology value stream sees the downstream work center as their biggest customer. And so they're not passing the buck, if you will, problems through the technology value stream. And this whole evolution of a cultural, generative culture has to formulate in terms of where we share openly all information and learnings as errors occur. So that's that feedback loop that we provide within DevOps to fix things when they're easy to fix, when they're cheap to fix in the technology value stream before they become catastrophic errors down the way.